Hello there guys, my name is Matt. Welcome to episode 4 of my Minecraft cinematic tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at the production side of things, the post-production. This includes the rendering and all of the finalizing touch-ups. So in the last 2 episodes we covered the editing, and in the first episode we covered the filming. So yeah, we've got all these clips here, and I've gone off and I've sort of added all these clips in. And added all the color correction as I said I would, and there's just a couple more things that I need to do before I render it out. One of these being a tip: at the end of the video you don't want it to cut off instantly as the music finishes. You want it to fade out. You have the option of keyframing the music. Mine actually fades out regardless, but you would want to keyframe it out to sort of quietening it down. That sort of came out wrong. Anyway, and you want it to continue on for like another second in black, just so that it sort of gives a nice smooth fade out and doesn't cut off. Okay, so another thing is that we're going to easy ease these keyframes. I think it's easy ease, I can't remember. And what this means is basically when it starts, I'm sorry, there's construction going on outside. I don't know if you can hear that. When it starts to fade out, it starts fading out quite jittery and all that. So we're going to make it a lot smoother. And to do this, you want to select them and hit F9. Now, since I'm recording, I can't actually use F9. So you have two options. You can just click F9, or you can right-click, go Keyframe Assist, and click Easy Ease. And this Easy Ease is a keyframe. So now when we, it's really annoying. When we play it, it'll be a lot smoother. So you might have been able to tell the difference. It's quite subtle, but it's still there. So we're going to go and hit U to show the keyframes, and we're just going to select all of these again. Oh wow, there's someone hammering outside. That's really helpful. And we're just going to easy ease all of these keyframes, and then we will be done. I'm not going to cut the recording. I'll just take 5 seconds. I don't need to do this for the intro because it's already done. Just easy ease those, and there we go. Okay, so now that these are all easy eased, we can select these and bring them down. We want to render it. Now the rendering in After Effects is a bit funny. What it does is it renders everything within this work area. So if we have stuff over here we want to render, we cannot render it if it's not in the work area. So if I rendered this at the moment, it would render from here to here. So what and this is a lot of, this is one of the big problems that people make. So we want to drag this to the start, make sure it is at the start, and it comes on, and that'll be all of that stuff, all of the good stuff in there that'll be rendered, and it'll fade out there. Now that looks pretty damn good. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to Composition, Add to Render Queue, and we're going to come down here. Don't worry about the render settings, just go to the we want to worry about the output module and output 2. So if we click on here, we can see that at the moment it's in a lossless format, which will be a file size of about 40 gigs. So you want to change this from AVI to H.264, which is sort of like the it's the format that YouTube recognizes well. We want to make sure we have the audio output selected, otherwise there will be no audio. It doesn't really matter what you just go for the highest quality. You want to have it on stereo, not mono. Just click OK, and there's a plane going overhead outside. Wow, that just adds to everything, doesn't it? Okay, so we have that selected, we have this selected, we click OK, come over to output 2, and this is where we select where our thing is, our movie is formatted to. If we just do it to the desktop, we'll go, let's see, what are we going to call it? Amazing Cinematic, because that's what our title project is called. And then click Save, and then we click Render. Now that'll start rendering. If you want to speed up the rendering process, we can hit caps locks, and it'll freeze it so it doesn't actually RAM preview it as it's rendering. It shouldn't actually take that long, but I'm just going to cut it, and that is the rendering process, and that is the end of our tutorial. That is the end of our cinematic tutorial. So if you have any questions, queries, or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next series that I do, or the next video. and I will make sure to upload a I'll upload the final render of it to the YouTubes. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.